Hello, everyone. I'm ZHAO Chuang. Today, let's draw the belly of Cretoxyrhina. Rather than drawing the belly, we'll draw a look as if a shark is swimming above our heads. For example, in aquariums, we sometimes see sharks swimming above our heads, so we choose to observe it from this angle. Before drawing the belly, we must understand the overall outline of the shark. For example, how the head was in proportion to the whole body, how long its body was, and how its tail swayed as it swam. We need to know all of the above. In addition, looking from below, we can observe many features that cannot be seen from other angles. For example, its mouth was a crescent shape when viewed from below. Its pectoral fins looked like two triangles, and its two pelvic fins stuck closely together. Its caudal fin would just be a thin line because, when seen from below, the shark's caudal fin was vertical. Once we are familiar with these features, we can start drawing the belly of the Cretoxyrhina. Imagine looking up from the sea bottom, what a shark looks like when it swims overhead. First, we determine its position in the picture. The front part of its head should be drawn here, and the tail should be drawn as if it was curved downward, roughly in this area. Let's start by drawing the head. The head of the Cretoxyrhina should be within this area, and it's a relatively long shape resembling a triangle. Its nose tip was relatively round, and its face was wide. Here were its gills, and they should look slightly bulging. Located in front of the gills were muscles of its lower jaw. Moving forward was its lower jaw. Which was entirely wrapped inside. Moving further up was its upper jaw. Then inside the mouth, we draw its teeth. Looking from below, we can see two nostrils at the front, and between the nostrils, let's draw some fine wrinkles. We can also draw some wrinkles on the corners of its mouth. Here were its gills. In the bulging area we drew just now. We can draw 5 gill slits, the last 2 of which were close to each other. Next is its trunk. Before drawing the trunk, we draw its pectoral fins. Its pectoral fin was next to the last gill slit. Which was triangular like this. Now, let's draw its trunk. The whole trunk was streamlined. We can use thicker lines to draw the part above the gills to keep the body streamlined. Along the middle of the trunk, we can draw a line, making sure this line curves backward and downward. So that the trunk and the tail are bent downward. Moving backward, we can draw its tail. Here's the tail. The muscles on each side of its tail formed a wide area, which then contracted to form the end of the tail as seen from below. Then we move on to its caudal fin. This was the lower lobe, and this was the upper lobe, which had a hook at the tip. Then, we go back to draw its pelvic fins, which stuck closely together. The pelvic fins of male sharks had slightly longer rear ends. Here was its anal fin. On the shark's back, here would be its second dorsal fin. Since we are drawing from the ventral side, dorsal fins can't be seen. Good, like this, we've finished drawing the belly of Cretoxyrhina.